Our document is pretty much ready to go. We have our table of contents set up here. We have our page numbering set up for each of these. We've got our paragraph styles, and now we're ready to publish our EPUB. So to do the EPUB, we have to make sure, again, you've built your table of contents before you try this. And we're going to go to File, Export. And pick where you want to put it. I'm just going to throw mine onto the desktop. And it's going to pull the file name based on what your file name is in InDesign. And make sure you export it as EPUB. Alright, so we have three different menu options here. Under General, just leave it on version 2.0.1. If you have a cover, you can choose the image. I think I have one set up somewhere. Oh, where did I? It may take me half an hour to find this. Alright, I finally found where I put it. Alright, it was saved as a JPEG. Here's PO cover. Open it up. Table of contents style. If you want to set that up, it will pull this exact same format that's used behind here. You can see the table of contents, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that. Let's see. Margins are good. We don't have any footnotes. Remove forced line breaks. It's a good idea to just turn that on. We don't have bullets. The numbers, we don't need that either. And do we want to view the EPUB after export? We do. But before we export, we're going to go to the Advanced tab, and we are going to split based on poem title, so each one starts its own page. If you've included metadata, it will include that into the book cover, and leave everything else on. Click OK. Let the EPUB run. So after we've exported our EPUB, it will open up in this Adobe Digital Editions EPUB reader, and you should be able to scroll through and see all of your different poems here. And then you have the table of contents. If this isn't showing, you'll have to click that little icon here, and depending on which poem you want to read, you're good to go. I'm not sure what's happening with this gap here, but go back to your library, and it will always ask you if you want to copy it to your library. If you want to turn that alert off, you can. So I'm just going to copy it to my library, and here is the book cover, and it's pulling this information from file in the file info in InDesign documents. So if you return back over here and you went to file info, that information is what's putting the label on the book in your EPUB right here. Poems from Poe. Alright, so I've done 2. That's why you see 2. If you want to remove a book from your EPUB, you can right click and you can remove from library. And that's how you do an EPUB.